In a few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west, but for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Technology. Unsavvy.
All right.
Final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback.
Why you not savvy?
Hold on a second.
Ouch. That hurt, baby. That's what you be doing to me? Why are you playing? I don't think you're studying. What did you say? You got 10 You be ready for it.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Buccaneers.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On play action, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Rob Gronkowski.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 8-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
I must be doing something wrong for him to throw the ball so stinking low.
Folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it, right out of the gate?
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You see that formation, he's going to pass. They ran the ball, man.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
There you go, girl.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Broncos nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down
come on.
It's Lindsay. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
McManus lining up.
Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
McManus's point after is good. So we're leaving at 7 now as they kick it away.
What am I thinking?
And we are tied at 7.
Shucks, what am I thinking?
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
On play action, now Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Fournette, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Oh, no.
And he's going to be
Throw the ball.
down here. A sack
Throw the
back
ball.
at the 32. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey gets the sack.
Second down.
Throw the ball.
Now
Touchdown,
after
throw the
the
ball.
sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is Miller, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Scotty Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Broncos 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
I'm reading it on my computer now.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Not that good. How much my show for tablets computer?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg.
Oh, come on, y'all. Let's go. React to that. I knew he was throwing it.
Across the 30-yard line.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1.
We ready for that now.
They'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, come on.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Past the 20.
Man.
The Broncos score. KJ Hamler with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Yeah, I pushed you. Oh my
So
God, I
on
should
third and
have spread
medium,
you
they
out some
dial
more.
up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing
All right,
down
that's on
in
me
the
then.
NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And
Oh, catch that.
Be incomplete. Trying
Wow,
to dial up the
Evans.
long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh my
Don't see
God.
this often.
Good
A
D.
quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Watch the whip. 91.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the
Thank you.
second
Three
level.
bunny
What I
plays.
mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Tampa Bay.
I appreciate you letting me get
So
down
a good
there.
run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Oh, come on, get through there.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown,
Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Buccaneers 21. Broncos 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here,
Randy
here's
just
what
called
you're facing.
timeout.
You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Screen pass to Lindsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
All right, let's see. Keep an idea of what he's doing. He only ran 3 plays, so.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went.
That's me. Let's go.
Judy,
Let's go. Let's go. I knew he was going to make a mistake.
And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Dance on. Dance on.
What I'm talking about.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
Oh, my God. Good D. Good D. God dang it. I should have hit. Oh, my bad, Godwin.
At the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the
like
guys will
10 in the box.
Review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Good. A good pickup there of 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run.
And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the drive and begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady. 20. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A 28-yard
That's good for 28 yards.
Tampa Bay.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ain't too
Now we're going to
long.
get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Come on, y'all.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Ain't a rookie going too. Oh, have mercy.
As his guys are able to regain the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And it's up and good.
Buccaneers 28. Broncos.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors
won't
following the
stop that.
touchdown.
Can't stop throwing water in the ocean.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 91. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Under 10. 10.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Open man Hamler, that's complete.
Kaepernick.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say that dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side.
I hope he come back. I think that's my last backup.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Brady now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Good D.
By Sidney Jones.
Good D, Bomb.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick.
Oh, that's been on time. Dang it.
Well, any caused incompletion is
Throw it on time.
Defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Come on, why I can't get that?
Third and 2 coming up.
Set him up.
8 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Kaepernick. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
Good pass.
And he's going to get this
I
one
knew
down
that.
to the edge of the red zone.
I should
27 yards there
pushed
on a
him
very
way out
nice
there.
3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, we was in man. We wasn't in man.
We'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Third down.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Brady to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
Man, what way? Goddamn.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown.
Dance on.
And in the
Let's go.
minute, that should just
Dance on.
about seal
Freaking
it.
bomb.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy.
And this is intercepted.
Let's
and
go.
that should do it. Picked
go.
up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he'll
Swag.
get this back
Swag.
to the 32-yard
Swag.
line.
Oh, come on, man. That's the bummy one.
Both
I'm about to
defenses
see
have
that one.
had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
30-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because